what change actually is. Most leaders focus on changing people, but they ignore the system those people operate in. And this is exactly why change often fails, because change never happens only on one level. To understand change properly, you need to see it across three core levels: the individual, how people think and behave; the team, how decision and collaboration happen; and the organization, structure, roles, accountability. And here's the usual problem we see in practice. Most leaders focus only on one level, usually the individual. They try to fix behavior without changing the environment that drives it. Here's what typically happens: company launches change, communication is somehow clear, expectations are defined, and then leaders say, people need to behave differently. So they push, train, remind. But in daily reality, decisions are still unclear. Ownership is still missing. Old habits come back, and nothing really changes because behavior is being targeted without addressing the system around it. Let me give you another example. A technical director was responsible for improving execution. On paper, everything was clear: new expectations, clear targets. But in reality, constant change in decisions, no clear ownership, endless discussions with slow or even no action. At some point, he said, I keep pushing people, but nothing is actually improving. And that's the moment where most leaders get stuck, because they are working on behavior without fixing the conditions that shape it. If you're interested in practical insights like this, subscribe to the channel. Every week, we break down how change actually works in organizations. And throughout this series, you'll see one system behind everything we discuss. It's called the Delta Change Cube, a simple and effective structure to turn plans into clear decisions, decisions into immediate actions, and actions into real results. So let's be clear: change must be addressed across all three levels. But every change still shows up in one place first: individual behavior. Because at the end, what actually changes in organizations? People do. And that is the key. Change is not mindset. Change is behavior in a real situation. Not what you say in workshop, but what you do when it matters. Real behavioral change follows a seven-step process of behavioral mapping. This is how it goes: define behavior, identify when it breaks, understand internal resistance, test new behavior, get feedback, repeat, and then integrate into identity. And this final last step is critical because the real change eventually hits who you are. Change hits your identity. It's not enough to say what you want. You have to show how to do it in a real situation. Otherwise, nothing changes. Take one situation from your work and define what exactly should change, what people should do differently, and what others would observe. This is where real change starts. When you do this correctly, you start seeing clearer individual behavior, stronger team alignment, better organizational execution. Because now, levels of change are aligned. Let me give you a practical takeaway. Pick one recurring situation and define one behavior that must change. Not something abstract like communicate better, but for example, take sharper approach. In every meeting, I clearly define decision and next steps. If you're dealing with a change situation where nothing seems to improve, it's usually not a motivation problem. It's a structure problem. Schedule a call and we'll identify exactly which level is breaking. Change doesn't fail because people don't try. It fails because leaders often work on the wrong level. And once you align all three, individual, team, and organization, change becomes execution.